Dallas Turner for the second time tonight. So that they decide enough is enough. Turner decide enough is enough. They decide enough is enough. Turner's.
Hey, I had a student one time. He'd come in. He was like the African-American Fonzie. They couldn't keep him in the classroom, but he was always good for me in the mornings. And because we had to teach, so that would bring boys and the girls in there, and I'd put on a PowerPoint. We had an hour and a half. They had block. Monday 4 classes, Tuesday 4 classes. We're on block in a middle school. So like, where are you going to be teaching? We're like, yeah, pretty much glad we are too, because we got up for an hour and a half. Can't play sports with him, but about 30 minutes. He'd come in every morning. Hey, he's like the Fonz. And I was like, I'd state his name. It's the so-and-so show starring so-and-so. Special guest, so-and-so. Kept saying his name. He was the entertainer. I just had to embrace it. All right. So that is the 1995 Illuminati card game. Enough is enough. And of course, they dropped that. So I actually got a subscriber. I was at 12 forever. I got 13 subscribers now to TS Sports Only. I will drop things from movies over there when I'm full, because you only get 24 uploads within 24 hours. And I like to upload to my backup channel in case this one ever gets a strike and they put me down for 2 weeks, to go to Telling Truth 3. And so, but the sports stuff I'm loading over here because it is sports, but also because I've got everything on the Telling Truth 3 lined up to go over my Sharky's machine, which is Shark Beast out of the Sea, machine, Ghost in the Machine, the politician who the movie was about, other than Sharky, and his love interest call girl. It was a triangular, what do you call it, a triangle relationship, because this politician named Donald was seeing a Stormy Daniels, and his name was Donald. He had 5 kids, and one of the lines was, "Who shellaxes hair?" So it was Trump. And so it's a very and it was one of my favorite movies from the 80s. Loved it through the 90s and loved it for the last 21 years. Watched it last year for the first time, maybe 2. I got it off Blu-ray. I was like, wow, I got Sharky's Machine on Blu-ray. Can't wait to watch it, just for entertainment. Couldn't believe what I was watching. I was like, oh my goodness, this is about Trump. Everything's about Trump. I mean, it's just like, what? So I got 10 videos strong up there right now at Telling Truth 3 and this TS Sports Only. I dropped a lot of the sports stuff that I've been catching. So wanted to throw that one on you. Let's do my prep first. I like saving Michael's to the end. Yeah, so this happened. Did I already give you all that? I think I already gave you all this. I did. I went through these last night, didn't I? If I didn't, just go to TS Sports Only and watch them. I'm pretty sure I went over that. He dropped the devil line.
Convention, just in terms of the big issues that are bedeviling college football right now. Bedeviling college football that are bedeviling college football right now. Or bedeviling college football right now.
Bedeviling. Just after they did The Devil's in the Details on College Football Live, I mean, y'all, they're dropping bombs. They don't care anymore, which should absolutely be our biggest tell, is that they don't care. Here's your 808. Was telling y'all know the stepdaughter who's got the 138 in her number for Donald Trump, and the 88 in her number for Trump, and then the 86 fused with it. She was born at 808. I think it was AM, might have been PM. Who cares? We're not astrologers. But yeah, 808, she was born. Oh, man. It's just tip of the spear that I share that one with y'all. I think I did.
Alabama. Congratulations to the Dogs. You're a tip of the spear.
I mean, Trump's tip of the spear. Donald Trump, tip of the spear. He's at the very front of his military right there. That's Trump at the very front. He's tip of the spear, which is an expression. Tip of the spear, Illuminati expression. The tip of the spear is a group of people that is the first to do something considered difficult or dangerous, especially a group of soldiers who are the first to enter the battle area. But when he goes down, you know, he starts it all. They love him. They can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Y'all know I threw my voice out, and that's just so I couldn't sing. Coaching, Little League Baseball, yelling in my voice. I heard it go. There's a little bit of pain, but my voice is never the same again. You could literally bust your voice. Well, the Lord did it. Probably didn't want me just because I used to just do Michael. I could hit high notes, man. Good grief. Good Lord was like, hey, I think you're done with that. So yeah, they dropped the tip of the spear. Did I not go over these with y'all in a video? I thought I did, but maybe I just put them here. Did I made a video last night, but maybe I did these after I did my video.
A very entertaining show. Crimson Tide has 7 players entering the portal.
7, then I did because I brought up that Bible verse. Okay, let's don't regurgitate. Sorry. What time did I do these? 10:44. I thought I did my video before that last night. Oh, I was sharing it with Michael. Anyway, so they said this last night. Back to the Future. They dropped a Back to the Future reference. They dropped a Back to the Future reference. I mean, people, what are they screaming at us? Now, I thought about this. Is Trump going down on January 31st? From the date when he said, I've got it, which we know portals over to the total solar eclipse, FOR86, FOR 86 is Chinese New Year's Eve. And iPet Goat's got the girl grabbed by the tiger on her back, and the guy and the Day of the Dead blows a New Year's blower. Day of the Dead doesn't have blowers, only New Year's does. We've been over that many times. I don't have to bring that up, do I? I don't have to show us that, do I? One thing I need to do this weekend is I need to go back over iPet Goat, because I just do. And somebody told me what, oh, no, it was something I had. But somebody had said something else that made me think of it. I want to go through iPet Goat. He goes down, and then you get the Chinese New Year. But is it like the book? I've told y'all many times, that's the exact middle, by the way. 343 is 343.5 is exactly half of 7 minutes, 27 seconds. 3 minutes, 43 seconds. 0.5. Because you can't half the odd number. You have to make a whole number 2 halves. So, yeah. That's a New Year's blower. And she had the tiger on her back, ready to celebrate the year of the tiger. But she's waving for peace. And so it just, I need to go back over this again with y'all and hope the Holy Spirit kind of guides me. Obviously better. Let's keep doing it better each time. Better than I've done it in previous times, and try to start to pinpoint. And yeah, so day 486 from when Trump said he had it. Now, day 488, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, from when Trump said he had it, is Groundhog Day. It's 488 days. It's 7:27 minutes. 7:27 minutes. They don't count zeros. I do, but they don't. And it's 7:27 minutes. An iPad goat is 7 minutes, 27 seconds long. So it goes right to the minutes. So if you're going by just those 2 tells alone, he's going down Groundhog Day. Straight up. Which is when I 86'd the 88. He would be 86ing the 88. Tell me that's not crazy. Insanely so. It's October 2nd to February 2nd. So it's exactly 16 months. It's a year and 4 months to the day. Wow. I mean, for trivia's sake, it's the 2 even numbers between the 12 for the church and the 18, which is 6 plus 6 plus 6. 1, 4 is 14, and then 16 months, 1 year, 4 months. But that's just trivia. But the other stuff could be very big tells in their world that could mean something. So I'm just saying, I don't know. So enough is enough. Don't you just know that Kirk Herbstreit last night, as I'm meandering through college football game, dropped the enough is enough on us. I'll record it to TS Sports only. Boom, we showed y'all that. I wanted him to look at the Titanic. Somebody dropped, was it Christian or somebody else dropped some stuff about the Titanic? Was it Dr. Rex? Who was it? Dr. J.U. Rex, or was it Charlie Brown? I don't think it was Jamie. I apologize for not remembering who did it, but somebody dropped some Titanic references, gematria, some clues, some tells. You can't help but imagine, right? And so I showed y'all, I think it was, that he's the beast out of the sea when he's riding on the top of that ship. I forget what it was. It was a scene. I had uploaded it, and that she represented Lucifer. And he died for Lucifer in the movie. And he's the beast out of the sea. And he was riding on that ship with his arms spread out. But the theme song is Heart Will Go On. My Heart Will Go On. That's the song from the Titanic by Celine Dion. And heart, again, with the hearts, the hearts, the hearts, the Valentines, the hearts. And the James Bond in No Time to Die, and maybe the previous movie also, Spectre, or maybe it was just Spectre. I can't remember, but I think it was both of them. Had the 46, 16, 42, 69. And Michael said you can gematria numbers. So would he say Bond tag 4269? Would he just say 4269? Would you gematria 4269? Would you gematria 4269? Would you just gematria 4269? I don't know. But why in the world do you have a tag that says 4269 on it? That's big. It's a big tell in there somewhere. We just have to figure it out. So if I get enough time this weekend, if Michael does not get around to it, maybe I'll just start peeking. But I just don't do the work he does. Very hard. It's very time consuming stuff. It's very meticulous work. And y'all see that I don't do a lot of prep. I shoot from the hip. Justin had sent me something. He's going to start sending us stuff. I told him, don't text me because I hate putting my finger on my cell phone. So it said Donnie Darko, Donald Trump in Hebrew, and he gave these letters. That's too small for y'all to see, isn't it? So I'll save it. We'll call it just one. And okay. And then let's go to this one and call this just two. And that's everything in my prep. And one more I wanted to show y'all. So stepdaughter was 8,700 days old yesterday on the 12th. Michael said the chances of this are 0. There's definitely some meaning behind it. On the 12th, stepdaughter was 8,700 days old. Yesterday. You with me? Okay. I know a person named, we're just going to call them Mayday. Me and this person are 8,700 days apart. It's a female. Now, yesterday, Mayday was 13,405 days old. Stepdaughter and I are 13,405 days apart. He said the mathematical probabilities of that is 0. And because what I said to him was, is this just simple math? And I don't understand, because word problems are not my forte. I said, is this just something that would happen with anybody? Because y'all, you know, there's that mathematical anomaly with my second wife, where we have all these, you know, 627, 127, 627, 127. That's in the middle of my year, month, day times her year, month, day times each year. And when we were married, we lived at an address that had 2015 and 2022 both in it. I've given y'all that a million times, told you can look it up on Amazon. 2015 Brentwood Drive, Auburndale, Florida, 33823-2022. You can just key that into Amazon and it'll spit out for you the dash 2022. Once you store it, it'll give you the dash number. I don't think Google Maps does that for you, but Amazon will. And how the street we lived on started going uphill when we met, and then it starts going downhill at the 2019-2020 address. It ends at 2024. 2023 is not there because it makes a left turn where the odd numbers are. And it turns into Kinsman Drive. And Jesus Christ is known as our kinsman redeemer. And we have that X across America at 2024. So 2024, I don't think there's ever going to be a 2025 on this earth. Not even for the wrath of God. Unless that's the year of the 1,000-year millennial reign. Or goes into that year, I guess I should say. I think 2023 is Mark of the Beast. I think Jesus might be back minutes, hours, days later, because they're going to be worshiping the image of the beast, and they're going to be like the extra. They're going to be running around using the human body as an avatar, killing sheep quickly. Demons know all demons know who the sheep are, lost or found. They know. A demon knows. They know if you're of your father, the devil. They know who's theirs. But they don't get to control them. God's in control of every bit of it. As my friend Vanessa pointed out, the elder shall serve the younger. Their job is to persecute the church in God's own timing, at God's own appointed time. Each apostle was murdered or martyred, maybe except for John. Not real clear on that. Some people are dogmatic about it. I am not. Either way, they all had their appointed death, but that was in the Lord's time. It wasn't like Satan said, well, I get to take all these goats and kill the sheep whenever I want. You don't get to do anything when you want. Everything is the Lord's appointed time. I have an appointed time, an appointed way, an appointed time. Exactly how I'll be killed, the exact second I'll be killed. He already declared that from before the foundation of the world. Isaiah 46:10. And I was born at 1046. So I can always remember Isaiah 46:10. The quintessential #1 Bible verse in all the Bible. Don't ever let anybody tell you different. It explains free will, that there's none. It explains that God's not waiting on anything, that your prayers are nothing to the Lord other than what he's drawn you to him to pray for. He says, I know the things you need before you ask. In that passage about prayer. And then he says, you're supposed to say, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, Lord. Your will be done when you pray. That's how he taught you how to pray. Us how to pray. And when Jesus prayed, he said, not my will, Father, your will be done. At the very end. So Isaiah 46:10 is the absolute most important Bible verse. It tells you that God has made every single thing. And then you go to Isaiah 45:7 and it tells you just a little bit more pinpoints that he made every bit of the evil and wickedness on this earth. And you go to Proverbs 16:4 and it goes a little more in detail and says, I created all the evil on this earth for the day of evil, which is the abomination of desolation that kicks off the great trib, where the church finally gets its cleansing. It's final cleansing, and it's the cleansing. Church isn't around for the great trib. God wouldn't beat his wife. Just want to vomit when I hear that stuff. Just want to. But that was a mathematical. I said, what in the world does this mean? Because Michael's way smarter than I. Like if Michael and I took an IQ test, Be a little bit embarrassing. He's very smart. So I wanted to run that by him. He said 0 probability. So in the words of Jerry Seinfeld, who are these people? Who is my stepdaughter and this Mayday person? Because I've told y'all that through numbers, and then I went in to my stepdaughter's amount of days old she's going to be. And I started looking at the third marriage number the second marriage number to me, her mom's second marriage number to me. Is coming up to the 3-digit second marriage number. Because remember, her mom's number plus her, times her dad's number, their combined number, which means their marriage number, came to 871087392. So in the marriage number, it had a 8710873. It had an 873 built into it, as if she's going to be married a third time. She's only been married twice, second time to me. So the 872 in 20 days, it'll be in there for a 10-day span. And I showed Michael that, but she'll be 86 days old, right? She'll be my stepdaughter now, no joke, will be 886 days old. And don't forget, 886 is in her number. She is March times 19 times 1998. She's got the 138 for Donald Trump, 88 for Trump, and the 86ing of it right there in her number. She's going to be, if you go up to June 21st, she's going to be 886 days old. Is that when he's going down? And that will be there through the 30th, the 886. That sits right in between two supermoons. Right in between them. Trump's birthday is a supermoon, and then the buck moon in July 14th, and I think the 13th, July 13th. Unless it bumps up to July 12th because there's 31 days in that month. Not sure. And yeah, and I think it was February. I don't know. Let's just go 11th. 873. So it's from February 10th to the Chinese New Year that she's going to have 872, which is her mother's 3-digit marriage number to me, the second progression of the 871, which was 86th on Groundhog Day. It'll be 8721 on Groundhog Day. $8722 on the 3rd, which was when Groundhog Day said, Bill Murray said, end of the world bomb goes off. You realize if he goes down Saturday or on the Wolf full moon, that they could have so much calamity by the time you get to February 3rd. You can kick off war and tsunamis so fast your head will spin. How long did it take them to put barbed wire around everything? Tell you to stay inside. And if you go out, cover your face only for something essential. How long did it take them to do that? They can do whatever they want to do. Launching bombs is way quicker. You don't even gotta get on TV to do that. You can do it at 2 a.m. You can send a tsunami at midnight with electricity out, so people won't even be able to turn on their news because grids are down due to, some country putting your grid down. There's only one country on this earth. It's called Mystery Babylon. So I'm looking at all this stuff along with looking at all the movies and everything else we look at. But that anomaly was freaky. Let's go on to Michael's. Stuff. A Horse with No Name is on the radio today. It's been playing a lot on Sirius, the Dogstar XM satellite radio. Horse with No Name comes to 188. From the band America, released on 112 for that date. Comes to, by the way, me and my late, oh, no way. Y'all, do y'all remember when I told y'all I had 2 friends that died? They were both baseball players. And I sat next, when I was at the first one's funeral, and this is the one I did Horse with No Name with. In Miss Sutherland's class, it was a writing composition class. And we had her for Spanish previous, and me and this kid did. And we called him Skeeter Smith, rest in peace. When I was at Skeeter's funeral, I had Robert Reed on one side, who had the exact same birthday, November 17th, 11/17. To my other side was a guy named Ronnie Spears. Birthday was 9/11. Can't make it up. 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 Have I made anything else up? I don't have to. The truth is stranger than any fiction I could ever dream up. I could show you their pictures in my yearbook, but I won't give their birthdays. We might be able to look it up on the internet. If it's Robert Reed. He wasn't born here. Tommy Smith was born here. Pretty sure, Winter Haven Hospital. November 17th, 1961. You can research, probably find their death certificates, birth certificate, and then Ronald Spears. SPEARS. You can find it. Great. Send it to me. Email it to me. TRAE455@hotmail.com. Was at 11/17's funeral, sitting next to another 11/17 on one side and a 9/11 on the other. Why do I remember all these things? Why did God have me be this astrologer that remembered every number, everybody's birthday, everybody's exact? I guess because I was meant to share all this stuff with you. Because everything has been pointing to the end times. We're the only people that do what we do. Track this end time stuff like this. So he and she asked us to do a song, pick a song, and write about what we think it's about. And Skeeter and it was my idea too. I said, let's do Horse with No Name, America. And it was all about pollution and the earth. And I remember all that was just like, we got really deep into it. I was a pothead. So I got deep. I went high at this time, but I did go to school high. In 9th grade, I did that. But it's my senior year, which was the straightest year I'd had from 9th grade on. 10th grade on. And we did Horse with No Name. So now that I've told you all about the 11/17s and the 9/11s, let's look at what Michael's done for us. Released on 112, which was that anomaly that I just showed you mathematically with a person I know that we're going to call Mayday and my stepdaughter. And so it was released on, well, 1972. That's right at 50 years ago then, right? Golly, right at 50 years. That's insane. No wonder they're playing it. Comes to presidential alert, Dow Jones collapse, rise from the ashes, nuclear holocaust. Now, 11/17 portals over to March 5th. It also comes to a storm approaches. Well, if you're telling me on the 12th that a storm approaches, we can feel it. If it's not till this summer, the tease is worse than, I mean, I feel I'm back in junior high school again. I mean, the tease is unbelievable, y'all. Sandman is another track on the album. Well, I was never did get nothing to the Tin Man. Boom, boom, that he did. No, that's Tin Man. Horse with No Name album. You mean to tell me?
According to Wikipedia, Horse with No Name is the fourth live album by American folk rock band America, released by Mastertone Records in Germany in 1995.
Horse with No Name, Wikipedia. Like Michael said, released in the UK on November 12th. That would have been freaky if it was released on November 17th on his birthday. That would have been freaky. All right. So first, it was their most successful single. It was the band's first and most successful single. Wow. America's self-titled album. America album. Riverside, Sandman, Three Roses, Children, Horse with No Name, I Need You, Rainy Days, Never Found the Time, Clarice, Donkey Jaw, and Pigeon Song. There's 305 right there. I Need You for March 5th type people. Horse with No Name was 410. Wow. Not going to get into that. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Let's keep reading because Michael's got more. Sandman is another album on the track. The Sandman is often a code name for Satan in movies and other songs. You got to be kidding me. UFC fighter, Sandman. Are you kidding me? Corey Sandhagen, the Sandman. Y'all, born on April 20th. Oh no, there's the April 20th. Oh. When the Abomination of Desolation is. That's why they call him. His name, who knows if it's really Sandhagen at this point. Likeable guy, nice guy. Y'all, Aurora, Colorado. Remember Aurora, Colorado? Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, movie theaters. Pop, 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 pop. Y'all, I'm just like beyond. And who brings all this to Michael does? I don't know what y'all would be getting from me if Michael wasn't doing what he's doing. I told him, I texted him, I said, We've got a really good video loading. It's a we, I can tell you that. Somebody commented one time, does Michael have his own channel? I was like, no, it's here, thankfully. I mean, I don't make money off this, but I just love the content. I love what we do here. And yeah, he's a private guy, the way he described himself early on. He allows through us to come out a little bit more, you know. But yeah, it's just freaky. But notice how I bounce off everything that he puts out. Sandman, Corey Sandhagen, April 20th. That's nuts. Dr. Alveda King, Martin Luther King's niece, will be speaking at the Trump rally Saturday. That's just freaky. The Antichrist, as we approach now, Martin Luther King's actual birthday is the 15th, when Trump will be speaking. They really seem to be making a big deal about this Florence. Where I live, there's a Florence Villa. It's where ML, oh my goodness. That's where MLK Boulevard is in Winter Haven. Florence Villa, Winter Haven. It's the African-American community, and there's Martin Luther King Boulevard right there. I got that same zip code. I'm blocks away from that. Now, when I say blocks, I mean a mile as the crow flies. Like there's Jewett Middle Academy. Am I able to click this? Will it give me Google Maps if I click that? It will. Scoot it over. There's Florence Villa. Florence, y'all. I tell you that in my county, I got Red Devils and Blue Devils as football teams. Red and blue. They're colors, and they're both called Devils. If they name this MLK Boulevard in Florence Villa, Winter Haven, here's it says Winter Haven Recreational Center. I mean, if you're telling me that this has been planned out since they named that area Florence Villa, if you're telling me that, and God's got me living here. I mean, when I tell you I'm surrounded, I'm surrounded. I gave y'all that clip one time. I said, y'all want to know who I am? I mean, they ain't talking about James Bond. They ain't talking about Donald Trump here. They talking about me. I guarantee it.
You're a kite dancing in a hurricane, Mr. Bond.
My kite dancing in a hurricane, y'all. I mean, like the AI doesn't know, like Trump doesn't know what we do. That whole our snipers could take you out at any time. Laughable. What kind of SEAL team could just pretend like a gangland shooting, drive by, walk into my car at the gym or Whole Foods or anything, anytime, but they don't. Not my appointed time. But it ceases to amaze me. You know, Jamie's got that Louisiana connection. It just blows her mind, just the things about Louisiana. She's like, good grief, everything's Louisiana. I'm like, yeah. That's why we were all brought here. Love Michael's story. Love Jamie's story. Love Justin's story. Love everybody's story. We all got stories, man. Sheep have stories to tell. 888 prefix toll-free lines begin. Washington Post on 3/1/1996. It's March 1st. Very interesting. By the way, 3/1, y'all, is the day that I told you the archway opens up. There's an archway on both sides from March 1st to March 25th, or which is March 1st is another way to say 301, and March 25th is another way to say 325. Well, those days portal back and forth to each other oppositely. Day 301 is October 28th. It portals over to March 25th. And that's Candy's birthday, October 28th. And her name literally says C and Y. 3 and 25. And it portals over to March 25th. Michael would tell you the mathematical the probabilities of that. And then, thanks to the transfer portal the Lord showed us, November 21st, portals over, which is day 325, portals over to March 1st, which is day 301. I mean, which March 1st is a 301. And 301 portals over to March 25th, which is 325. So they both intersect perfectly this year, and would actually any year that's not a leap year. But everything is specific to this year, because this is the Donnie Darko overlay, and on January 10th is the transfer portal day. And in the movie Donnie Darko, it was on October 10th. And this is the Donnie Darko month overlay. It was the 10th when they went in and he talked to his high school teacher about time travel. And it's the transfer portal day. And Alabama's got 7 going into the transfer portal. Fascinating. Do I need to click this? Oh, I already did click it. It's right there. There's that 537 and 79. Y'all are like, what does that mean? I ain't gonna tell you. It's just too much minutia. And there's a 7.7. We all know what that's all about. The church, the cleansing, the purge, basically. That's why they love it. They get their purge. They're purging the earth for their mother nature, new world order under Antichrist, which won't end up happening. And the fallen angels and the top elites know it. I think they're going to try to beat God at his game, though. I think when they think that they're going to be able to shoot the Lord out of the sky like Ghostbusters, when Jesus comes on a cloud, I think they have the technology to do that. It won't work. So sorry, it won't work, guys. Good try though. But you know, they can't wait. The fallen angels can't wait. They're programmed by the Lord to destroy us. They can't wait. By the way, the length of this America album. By the way, what do you think Horse with No Name is? It's the 4 horses of the apocalypse. Oh, but there's one horse with no name. Oh, you mean like the white horse, red horse, black horse, pale horse, and there's a horse with no name. I mean, aren't they the cleverest? Because look at the length. 4, FOR, 614, Trump's birthday. The length of the album, right here on Wikipedia, which is probably run by AI, says the length is 4, 614. It's for Trump. It's the horse with no name. Because when he's the rider on the white horse, he gets his crown. Then he's running the war. Then he's running the famine. Then he's running the death to 2 billion. And there's a fifth one, because you know they love the five, Satan's five I wills. I will ascend, you know, all those things that he claims he will do. Donald, tell us who he is. Do you remember the controversy over Pepe the Frog? Trump tweeted himself as Pepe the Frog. Pepe the Frog comes to 121 May Day and 726. Pepe the Frog comes to Antichrist, Don Trump, Revelation, Valentine's, and Damian Thorne, which are the same initials as Donald Trump and the same amount of letters as Donald Trump. Damian Donald, Thorne Trump, same amount of letters, same initials. There are no mistakes. The creator of Pepe the Frog knew very well that it comes to Antichrist in Gematria. Well, and yes, because the AI probably computer animated it, drew it, and named it. Michael said the Beijing Winter Olympics start on 2/4. We're going to have opening ceremonies. Wonder what those are going to look like. Are they just going to come out and go, we're about to start World War III, there ain't anything to do about it? Because it's at this point, they don't care about nothing no more. And it runs through 2/20. It's a big date for me. I'm going to tell you straight up, that's a big date. Via a very close friend's birthday and an address, 220. So they can be added as possible event to either my Groundhog period or Super Bowl Valentine's period. Absolutely. Yeah. Many people were looking for an event at the Tokyo Summer Olympics last year. They believe that the Combined Disasters card from the Illuminati card game matched the clock tower in Japan. But Beijing has multiple clock towers. If so, the hands on the clock on the Combined Disasters card appear to be pointing to 211. Try to set me up for a 211, mess around, got caught up in a 187. What's up with that, peoples? I tell you, I keep wanting to move the needles all the time on my dates. Where do I got February? Where do I got February 11th? All the way down at 10th. After reading that, I want to shove it all the way up to about 4th or 5th. I don't know though. The other dates are huge and solid. They're just tremendous. They're just tremendous. Let's finish up with Michael, please. Let's finish up with Michael. Good stuff. And y'all, Beijing, China, seriously, China, seriously, China is hosting the Olympics. Combined Disasters. It says there it's on 211. Well, I will be. Y'all, that's the Friday. Jesus died on a Friday. A Super Bowl Sunday weekend. Saturday night is NFL Honors Night, where all of the proud go up there and they honor themselves. That's what they do. That's what all these award shows are, from Oscars on through. That's Jamie. Jamie sending me a text. Al Pacino, the devil himself, Jamie sent me. I got to get Jamie to email me. I hate touching my cell phone. I can feel it. I feel myself getting ill every time I touch it. I just now have Justin email me instead of texting me. Jamie, I beg you, please email me at trae455@hotmail.com instead of texting, just because I have to touch my cell phone And I'm so EMF sensitive. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it was that nanotechnology CBD oil I was taking, but I got all the metal out of my mouth. That helped tremendously. Combined disasters comes to Son of Perdition, assassinations, Camilla Devi Harris, crash of stock market, 911, King Donald Trump. Michael will tell you, we've seen these before. Mary Ann Trump, his mom, or the Mona Lisa, volcano tsunami. I can't. I hope something like that just wipes Florida out. And the coming storm. Michael, I tell you, sometimes you just kind of outdo yourself. You really do. You really do, man. I guess if they can honor themselves, I can have the Telling Truth 2 awards for most content, or for a subscriber with most content. Michael Jack comes up. He's going to come on at some point, and I'm going to put him on speaker right here. Right. Let's see. Can we hear him?
Enter your PIN followed by the pound key. If you make a mistake, press *3 and start again.
Do y'all think you can hear that? Let me see. Let's do a test. If Michael did come
You're
on.
signing into your mailbox. Enter your mailbox PIN and then press the pound key. If you make a mistake, press *3 and start again.
Okay, hang on. Let me try this again.
Here are some other choices you may not remember. To use another mailbox, press *5. To disconnect, press *.
All right, y'all think y'all could hear Michael if he called on my hardline speakerphone? I say landline, still run through the modem. They can drop it at any time. That's why they did all that. Everything used to be hardwired right through a wall, right into the ground. Not no mo. So anyway, if we do get Michael to call, and we do like a little podcast Q&A, and would y'all be able to hear him on that speaker? He would be able to talk louder than that. And we'd make sure we got a good connection before we started it. He's got different ways to talk to me. So anyway, Michael said, Conquest of Planet of the Apes. This is his last one. And I saw and behold a white horse. And he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Conquest of Planet of the Apes. Okay, was released on June 14th. No way. Trump's birthday, 50 years ago. So how old was Trump? 46, so it'd be 56, 76. So he was like, okay, Trump was born in 46. You go 56, 66, and then 76 would be 30. And then you're going to back it off for. So he was 26 years old. So when Trump turned 26, the movie's running time is 88 minutes. You're kidding me. Let's go right now. Conquest of Planet of the Apes, IMDb. I want to look at the URL. 68408. Okay. And like I told Michael, if it's a 408, I take the 8 and put it in front of the 4, and then it turns into 6884. You do get the 88 out of it. I don't know. I remember watching these movies. I just thought they were the bomb. I was like, oh man, it's another Planet of the Apes movie. Oh, it's so stupid. Yep, hour and 28 minutes. 60 plus 28 is? That's right, folks, 88. Nice job. The plot, North America, 1991, or do they mean CO? Yep, illness 19 in 2019er question mark following a, oh, so it's following the god Pan demonic. The government becomes a series of police states. That's super. Trump said, military will disperse it in a most powerful manner. He wasn't talking about then, was he? He was talking about when you need food and water, when there's war and famine. There's no worse words than we're the government and we're here to help you. Well, we're the military and we're here to help you. You don't think they can turn on their own? How do you think China did what they did? How do you think China does what they do? Somebody turned on their own. Anytime you had a communist country, how many times you had communist countries on this earth? Totalitarian. They did it in Germany, done it in China, done it in Russia, done it in Vietnam. Humans are humans. Love y'all very much. Big time.